What's up, boys and girls? JD here for the next episode of JD Plays Ark Survival Evolved. And as you can see, I've begun making myself some ghillie armor. That was more of a creation of opportunity than a plan. I've also gone ahead and I've set up the refrigerator, generator, and the industrial grill down on my boat. So the way I fit them in here is there's actually a power cable. We can just see it if we move just right here. There's an electric cable intersection, excuse me, under this stone foundation. And then off of that electrical cable intersection, we have right here an electrical outlet. So the generator is connected to the cable with the outlet sitting next to the cable as well, connected to it. And that's providing power to this refrigerator. The generator runs on on gasoline, so you'll want to have plenty of gas on hand to run your generator, as will the industrial grill. And the refrigerator does no longer require spark powder, but look at the amount of duration that it gives to foods. So for example, cooked meat will now last, a day and 4 hours. Things like jerky, this stuff lasts 199 days, 10 hours now. Eggs will last 730 days. The refrigerator is the absolute best thing you can ever do in terms of food storage. And because we now have that and we have the industrial grill, it gives us a bit more opportunity to handle things like prime meat, which is going to be important because I have knocked unconscious a level 95 Argentavis. Now, with the level 95 Argentavis here, I will show you right quick that to tame this, we would need either 15 kibble, and that would require stegosaur kibble, which I don't have access to at the moment. I could probably get it, but I don't have it right now. Or 39 raw prime, 77 cooked prime, or 115 raw meat. Now, the timers are the important thing to note here. It would only take us about 15 minutes and 5 kibble because we're at 3 times the tame. But if we do raw meat, we're looking at only about 40 raw meat, but an hour and 6 minutes. If we can manage to get our hands on prime, it could be done in about, 29 minutes, so about half an hour. And we would need roughly 13 prime meat to pull this off. So my thoughts are, okay, let's see, how much food does prime meat provide? Food value of raw prime meat Ark. Let's click right here on the wiki. And we will have, let's see, it should tell us our taming points. 50 food. Raw prime meat replenishes the same 50 food as regular raw meat to a dino being tamed, but tames the dino at 3 times the speed. Okay, so if we come back over to here and we say, okay, well, we're going to need 13 raw prime, and it's going to do 50 apiece. So we want them to be able to eat all of that. So 13 times 50, we need it to lose 650 hunger to be able to use that. So right now, if we had the 13 prime, I could go ahead and tame this dude. Now, what I am going to do, because I don't have 13 prime, right, is I'm going to retrank him a bit. I've got some narcotics here. Now, what we have to be careful of is if you look at his health is really low. I'm not super concerned with whether this tame comes out perfect or not, because to be honest, this bird is only intended to be a work bird. It's not a perfect tame. It's just a basic tame. And I'm going to show you guys real quick right now how we got the bird onto the boat. And I forgot to turn this off, I'm sorry. So you could not see what I just did. Go back and show you guys real quick. All I did was I grabbed some narcotics out of the chest here and went and fed him 10 of them. But yeah, the bird, he's below the 650 points of hunger. So we could feed him the prime right now. His torpidity is currently rising because we fed him some narcotics, and his health is a little low because I think he got damaged due to a few different things. Anyway, so this is not my original Pteranodon. I lost my original Pteranodon yesterday. I lost my purple pickaxe, kind of in a bad situation. I've actually had quite a few things going wrong. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys a video of me actually getting this Pteranodon trapped. And I'm not going to really have any audio with it. I'm going to mute the audio, and I'll just kind of we'll try it as a voice overlay thing. I've never done anything like this, but this way you guys can see me actually how I use the trap on the boat to get the Pteranodon or the Argentavis on board. So let's see. We're going to go with this one, and that should bring up the video. There we are. So there's our video. So here we go. So basically, I was looking around. I found a couple of Argents right here near this pond, and I identified this one as a level 95. So what I do is I begin kiting this back towards the boat. I know that the boat is, and I'm not sure why it's chopping out so bad on the video, but oh well. I know that the boat happens to be over this ledge. And so the idea here is we're going to take this guy. We want to keep him. It's really choppy. That's really wild. We want to try to keep him close enough in range that he can nip at us, but not so close that he can actually do us any harm. And I really am not understanding where the problem with this video clip is. Hang on. Let me see if I can correct this. So it should not be performing that poorly. I think we can go ahead and close all these windows real quick. This might help. Let's see if that helps. So we'll continue from right there real quick. There we go, much better. Okay, so the idea being that we want to keep the bird within enough, a close enough range that as he's coming up on us, we let him nip us every now and then. Like you'll see here, it's going to nip me. There you go. There was a little bit of damage. We want to let him bite us every now and then so that he doesn't turn around and lose interest. Because if you get too far away from an Argentavis while it's chasing you, he is going to actually just turn back and go back to where he was. So I'm going to kind of line up with the door here. And the idea is that we want to get in and fly up out of that hole at the top as quickly as we can. And so we're going to create a little bit of a gap here. I'm going to start to kind of use my sprint, and I'm going to rush in, and I'm going to fly straight out. And then quickly I want to move my Pteranodon over to the side. Now here's where I've made the mistake several times. Previously I left the Pteranodons on neutral or aggressive. And as you can see, he starts to attack right there. So I switch him to passive, and then he gets knocked back, and he's good. I got lucky that he got knocked back right there. I've already lost a 145 and a 150 Argent to the same thing happening. So now I come in, I close the gates very quickly. The Argent is now trapped. So from here, it's just a matter of getting my crossbow out, getting in position, and knocking the Argent unconscious. And I don't really get any really good shooting spot because there happens to be a bunch of retarded things on my boat right now. So I have to come around, I go out the door. We're going to get up on the roof right here, and I'm going to be shooting it primarily in the back and the wings. We need to load up some trank arrows, and now we're going to start taking our shots. If I could get headshots, I'd be doing 3 times the damage of what I do right here. And this is why the Argent's HP is so low, is because I wasn't getting headshots. And so after enough shots, obviously the Argent is going to turn here in a minute, and he's going to run back the other direction. We'll go in. He'll be unconscious. Keep in mind that for every one of these trank shots you put into an Argent, the effect of the narcotics is not instant. It takes a second to slowly build up. So it doesn't hurt to give about a 3 count in between each of the shots you're firing. That's not a bad thing. A few more shots, and I think I'm going to move to his body because I'm trying to get lined up where I can get a headshot so I'm not wasting quite so many arrows. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do body shots. Body shots, yeah. Okay, so right there, he's turned. That means he's about to go unconscious. So now we really want to kind of start being more careful. Now, these next few shots that I take, one of them lands, but several of them do not. Like the first one I shot didn't. Those 2 did. Let's see if I'm not sure about the next one. So I'm trying to, once again, I'm trying to get a headshot. That one lands. So we move inside. There's a Carbonemus blocking my path that way. It was quite annoying. And I'm like, oh, wait, there he is. He's down. And so there we go. That's how we got this dude knocked unconscious via the trap. And that's exactly what the purpose of the raft is. So it did its job. And that brings us back to where we are now. So now what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to hopefully prime meat tame this guy. Now let's assume we didn't prime meat tame him, right? Let's assume that we were going to take and fill his food up with the full just raw meat. For raw meat, it also would provide us, and we'll go back. Well, I have it closed, but let me open it back up. It's going to give the same amount of food as the. I don't want a Pteranodon. I want Argentopus. It's going to give us the same amount of food as the prime meat is. But if we look on the chart here, because prime meat does 3 times the taming speed, so for raw meat, we'd be looking at doing 115 of that. And so 115, let's divide it by 3. That's going to mean we need to do 38.333, whatever. Multiply that by 50. So still going to take, we need to drop 1,916 hunger. We'll say 1,917 to be safe. So 4,800 minus 1,917. We need to wait till his food gets all the way down to 2833. So another 1,000 food would need to tick off. I could go that route, but I don't think I want to. What I think I want to do is, unfortunately, it's nighttime. But I know that there's a Bronto nearby. And I think now that we have the refrigerator and stuff on hand, that we can actually pull off going after a prime meat harvest here. And so that's what we're going to attempt to do. This could turn out very poorly, but I know that there's a Bronto, or at least there was. Yeah, there's a Bronto right here. And so we're going to try to kill this dude and then harvest it. That's the goal right now. So let's take a look here. What level are you, big guy? I want to make sure that this is not too high of a level for me to handle, because that could be bad. Let's just pull out lace scope. Let me make sure that I've got the video where you guys can see it, because I always forget. Yeah, I do. Okay. So let's turn off Firefox. All right. So this is a 145 male Bronto. I don't think I want to attack this, although it would be worth a ton of prime. Now my boat is right over there. And by the way, I'm terrible at remembering to turn off Firefox whenever I'm showing you guys things. So if you ever happen to be watching me stream and you're like, yo, the browser's still covering the window, I'll be eternally grateful. Could we kill this? Yes. Will it be easy? No. This will take a while. But you know what? Let's go for it. Let's see what happens if I kill a 145 Bronto. I think this dude's gonna wreck me though, but I'm gonna try this. So the trick with Brontos is you want to just kind of stay above them, peck at them. Sometimes you can get into a really good spot where they can't hit you at all. If you can do that, that's great. You usually want to have a lot of meat on you to heal. I have none, so this is probably not going to work out in my favor. They will run away from you after you attack them for a bit, so now he's going to be kind of running around rampant. Diplos are much easier than Brontos, and realistically, Argents are even easier than those, and Argents also give prime. So it's possible. I may need to just gather up some meat here off the beach and go after Argents instead. Here's some dodos. Let's eat a dodo. Oh, the Bronto's coming after me. Bronto wants my body. I need to recharge stamina. And so this is the main thing with your attack birds that you're going to want to keep in mind is stamina is a big deal. My stamina is recharging. I can now successfully fly away. And we're going to. Whoop. We're just going to get up the beach, pop down again, and rest again. Oh, that's bad. This is not a safe spot. So let's just fly up here to the ledge, see if we can get a little bit safer from where we are. So the point now is we need to find some kind of form of raw prime. If we don't, any kind of meat we gather, we're going to be able to end up using, right? If it takes us the full time, we'll just have to keep it narked out, and then we'll come back and take care of it. But ideally, prime is what we want. So let's see if we can find some prime meat somewhere. The hunt is on. Now there's some more Brontos and Diplos and stuff down here. What level are these? That's a 150 Titan. That's bad. We don't want to mess with that. Oh, there are bugs attacking us. Okay, I'll kill some bugs. I'm cool with that. Me and bugs. We And that's what we don't want to happen is get knocked in the water. Getting knocked in the water is kind of like worst case scenario right here. Alright, here comes, I don't know what this dude right here is, but he's stepping up to me and he's got himself positioned in a way that it allows me to attack him kind of safely, and so I'm going to keep doing that. He's knocking me back, but he's not really doing a lot of damage to me. It's when you're attacking these dinos like this, you want to kind of keep an eye on their bodies. So this is a Diplo. Diplos are easier than Brontos. What level was this? 20. This should be a little bit easier of a kill for us. This is more in line with what we were looking for. Now, what we don't want to have happen is we don't want him to knock us into the water, because that will knock us off of our Pteranodon, and that will jack us up badly. So we're going to kind of walk up back towards the rocks and let our stamina recover. And if you can fight one of these dudes on the ground, you're much better off because, you know, stamina and whatnot. But he's going to be able to damage you a lot more. So realistically, we would prefer to attack in the air. The best thing we could do would be to, and he's got much more of a reach on the ground, by the way, obviously. The best thing we could do is if we could barrel roll him. But if we get behind them and get a lot of attacks, you can see he's already getting bloodied. And that's what we want. He's almost done. There we go. He's down. So we got 5 prime, 7 prime. Let's barrel rolling. Barrel rolling is one of the best ways that you can harvest meat. And there's some more prime. All right, so we got a good little bit of prime just off that one kill. Now don't get too, you know, excited and go out there and drown. We need to recover stamina. Like I just took off. I was running, right? So I've got 9 minutes to get this back to the refrigerator on the boat. See if we can get this pulled off. And then from there, it really comes down to we probably need one more good prime meat kill, and that'll probably give us enough to do the Argent, honestly. And once we have the Argent, we're kind of golden from that point, because the Argent, the only thing bigger than an Argent that we could get in terms of airborne flyers, like for work purposes, which is what we want the Argent for right now, would be to get a Quetz. And a Quetz, I haven't decided how we're going to do the Quetz thing yet. Normally a Quetz is a 2-man job. There are ways to do it solo, and I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to get that done. By the way, don't take the meat out of your dino. Go to the refrigerator, do a pull, look for raw prime meat. We got 10 of the 13 we need. Now check it out. In the refrigerator, this stuff is going to last a lot longer. 3 hours and 24 minutes. A refrigerator is key if you want to do raw prime meat taming. And now that we have that, we're good. We've got time now to go out and hunt, for another prime meat source. And we're just going to keep pumping weight on this guy. This is going to be my high-level weight bird. It sucks that it's dark and raining right now. It makes all of this much harder to see, and I apologize to you guys for that, but I can't really control the weather of Ark. All right, so here's an Argent. What level is this Argent? Let's take a look. This guy could be a good potential. What level are you, dude? Oh, he's high. He's like 130. 120. All right. So this dude can jack me up, but I can also jack him up, right? Airborne fighters. Let's do it. Let's see whose fighter pilot's better. Mine or yours. He's gonna have a lot more HP than I am, and he does some damage. Don't think for a second that he doesn't. But we're faster, so we can fly away and heal, and he can't. He's just the AI, right? So we're gonna try to kill this guy because I think we can get the last of the prime meat we need directly off of this, and it'll be a good kill for us. It'll be good at XP. He's bloody. I'm probably getting kind of bloody at this point too, though, because he's getting some good licks in on me. Let's not be silly about this and act like he's not hurting me. I'm at just above half HP right now, and I'm out of stamina. So I want to fly up here. He's forcing me to the ground. So this is what happens if your bird runs out of stamina. And now he's able to attack me the whole way down. So I'm going to start feeding meat to my bird as quickly as I can. What we want to do is I want to try to get a little stamina. He's going to keep hurting me. This could be bad, folks. Alright, let's fly away from him. We want to get as far away as we can and land. Preferably off the ground land, so that things down there can't eat me. And I'm going to force feed him meat to get his health back up, and we're recovering some stamina so we can get back into the fight here. But that dude's chasing us. Don't think he's not. He's right there. Alright, we got a little bit more stamina, and this is the game we're going to have to play for a minute. We're going to have to just dance around him like a boxer in a boxing ring, recovering our stamina. Come on, land. Alright, we're good. Let's feed some more meat. HP's back up to half. And as we force feed meat, we're getting stronger, right? We're also, stamina's recovering. We're getting ready to get back into the fight now. I used to have a hotkey that would just spam this like super rapidly for me. But this works. Alright, let's go find our victim. There he is. We're ready to get back in the fight. Let's do this, dude. I got stamina now. And so what we don't want to do when we're fighting a bird like this is we don't want to spam shift a lot. And I really should have paid closer attention to my stamina during the fight. Now, the other way we could be doing this is we could kind of get some space between us and I could barrel roll him like that. And that jacks them up. That's massive damage. Now, fortunately for us, that killed him. So let's get down to the bottom now and let's harvest this before something else can. We should be able to get at least a little prime. Yeah, we got 1 prime meat out of that. That's a Trudon. I don't want to jack with a Trudon. They're nasty. So I'm going to try to make it back over here safely to my boat. We'll store this prime meat. There we are. There's an alpha raptor sitting over there. How nice. Alright, so once again, let's pull. We'll do raw prime. We got 1, pull, and then raw meat. We'll leave what raw meat's on him. We need that to fight. Now don't forget, we've also got a bit of cooked raw prime right here. So if we were to throw some oil in there, I don't know if we can actually make jerky inside of a refrigerator. I'm pretty sure you still need to use preserving bins to make jerky. Just FYI. Alright, so we need to recover our health. So let's keep force feeding meat. And you can just hold E, by the way, and it will do it probably at the same speed as me spamming E was doing. Probably not necessary at all for me to spam the way I did. Alright, let's get some more weight on this bird. Alright, we need just some more straight up meat. So let's we're going to graze the coast here. See if we can find something worth chomping on here. There's a Dilo. Let's eat this Dilo. I hate Dilos because of the spit, but you know, they're easy. I think I'm eating a Compy at the same time, by the way. There was a dodo around here. Is that the dodo? Okay, getting us some meat. Here's just a dodo real quick. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can find us another Diplo to eat real quick. That'll end this right now. What are these guys? These Brontos, I think these are Diplos. Yep, there's a 40 Diplo and a 76. Alright, they will attack in tandem. So if you decide to fight this, be ready to fight them both. Something is attacking things right here. I don't know what. Oh, look. It's all the Compies and Dilos down there. Look at that. Are these things pissed off at me now? Are they trying to come eat me? That's what looks like what's going on. Yeah, they're definitely after me. Okay, well, if you girls wanna get vicious, let's do it. And Diplos are really one of the easiest things that I've found to kill with. It used to be a lot better because used to you had a lot more power in your barrel roll, but they've nerfed the crap out of that. Barrel roll is still really strong, but it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. And in all honesty, as much as it's irritating, it's a good thing. Pteranodons they were too strong. And I think I've talked about that before. I mean, right now we're fighting 2 Diplos at the same time. We got to keep an eye on our stamina because we're going to want to rest in a second, right? So now's probably a good time. Let's not get greedy. Found a little spot up here on the rocks. Hopefully, where we can sit down and rest. Recover our stamina, and then we'll get back to the fight with these Diplos. It's even better if you can have stem berries on you for this. Because then there's no stopping. You just sit here and keep killing them. There's one dead. That's why we don't really try to land on the ground. Go ahead and food up real quick while we're chilling. This dude's harvesting all kinds of crap for me. It's great. It's great. Alright, stamina's refilled. Let's get back to the fight. Now, I'm mostly going after this 76. Any additional damage that I do to her sidekick is like awesome. But check this out, 158 damage every time we can barrel roll. They also put a cooldown on how often you can barrel roll, so that also is why it's not nearly as powerful as it used to be. Sometimes if you get really lucky, you can get up on one of these ledges and just be able to attack down into them from here. It looks like the Troodons and stuff are attacking the Diplos. But we have a good vantage point from here. I could honestly probably get off and just start shooting these things to kill them. But it would suck if I miss. Let's try it. Why not? I'm feeling it. And being off of your dinosaur, by the way, is faster for it to recover stamina than being on it. Just FYI. So, as I was saying with the barrel roll, it does 3 times the damage, but because of the cost to stamina, I don't feel like it's worth it. So I just tend to just sit here and chew away at them. And right now, it looks like it's kind of stuck. Every now and then you'll get in a position like this, and that's really good. Take advantage of that and do as much damage as you can while it's stuck. Because that just allowed me to do like 500 plus damage without it moving, without me having to reposition or anything like that. And that's really nice. She's starting to get bloodied. That's good. That's what we want. That's what we're aiming for. Bloody dinosaurs are the taste before the meal, right? See if we can land up here on this ledge. And you'll be amazed at the places you'll find you can land, by the way. Troodons. Let's not mess with the Troodons. I'm not interested in those dudes. We're at 36 minutes, but we're going to get this dino tamed. With how many issues I've had recently with recordings and bad luck and what happened during a recording or forgetting to, I had an entire episode recorded earlier, but I had forgotten to turn off Firefox, showing what I was doing with the Argent, and I was like, you know, I just wasted all that time. So we're getting this Argent tamed right now. She's blooded. Looking like hamburger meat. Now, the thing that sucks right now is that with all these Troodons around, they're going to be trying to eat her too. So I'm going to get screwed out of some of my prime meat, depending on how quickly I can clear that body. We got 8 prime out of it. I'll take that. That's more than enough to get this Argent done. Another successful kill for us. Let's fly back to base. I suck at diving into that window. I really don't even need to, but I just want to get good at it. Alright. So, successful hunting. The Argent still just chilling, sleeping, right? Come over here to this. Pull in our prime. There we are. And now we've got a decent amount of prime in here. We're ready to prime meat tame this dino. And so we're going to do the same thing. Let's put... I don't want to give it raw meat, but I don't want to give it something that it's going to eat. So let's give it a narcotic here. And we will pull in raw prime meat. And I believe it said we needed 13. So let's pull in 13. Pull. And it should start gobbling. And we'll see what happens here. Looks like we're going to gain 31 levels if we do it perfect tame. So what does Firefox say? Firefox says that the best we could hope for with raw prime is 38 levels, which means it definitely got hit a couple of times. That's why it dropped to 31. But hey, we have an Argentavis. That, my friends, is awesome. So advantages of an Argentavis, well, right off the bat, let's look right here. 600 pounds of weight. 800 stamina, 13. Oh, it's beautiful. This thing can carry 3 times what this guy can carry, and I no longer need this guy to be able to carry a whole lot of weight. It's good enough. What we want to do now is we want to feed this Argent and let him get his health back, because his health, oh, it's full, it's full, nice. Didn't realize they fixed that. So there we go, we're off to a good start. Now we need to make an Argentavis saddle. So Argent, level 62, 21 points, we'll get that. And then let's come back and let's see, do we have the stuff we need to craft one? Can we pull the stuff for that in? Pull. No, we need 150 keratin, 185 fiber, and some hides. So let's see, what can we do about hides? Here's hides, here's chitin. I bet we've got some chitin and keratin back at the base. Do we have more around here? Let's take a look. Claws. So we're probably going to need to farm some chitin and keratin from the looks of things. So that's okay, we can do that. We've got the hides. We need the fiber. Fiber's easy. 185 fiber. Do I really not have any fiber? There we go. There's the fiber. So literally, all we are missing at the moment. No, I don't want you to follow me. I just want you to stay put right where you're at. We need to go get keratin is what this comes down to. So the easiest way to get keratin, I'm just going to leave him chilling there. One of the easiest ways we can get keratin is just by coming out here and killing turtles or killing trikes, things like that. Those give keratin. We're going to do it via turtles because turtles are easy peasy. So let's eat some turtles. So the Pteranodon has just enough of a knockback to bite a turtle in the head and keep it pushed back if you do it right. There's 4 keratin. We need 150. Now an easier way would be to go farm insects. Let's go see if there's any insects near base. That might actually be a better idea. Insects give a lot of chitin and keratin. I wish there was a way to like track things like that, right? To track insects and bugs and stuff. So base is right over here. Do I have chitin and keratin here? Let's go check. Let's take a look. Look at this. Bam, bam. That's over 120. And yeah, we got enough right there. All right, craft Argentavis. Perfect. Get us an RG saddle. That's a beautiful thing. Jump on my super Tyranno here. Yes, sir. What level was that bird? $60. Okay. There's been a little like 116 female flying around the base, and I've been wanting to go ahead and get her bowled and tamed to have another backup bird on hand. All right, let's see here. So let's drop down in here and let's get our saddle attached. What is this? There's our bird. Beautiful. All right. So Argentavis, let's strap a saddle on you, big boy. There you are. And now this guy is rideable. And we will just tell the Argent to follow us. Open the gate and let's head back to base. Now the beautiful thing about the Argent is Argents can hover almost indefinitely. They can hover forever. But the other beautiful thing about Argents is they do a very good job of picking up dinos. So while the Pteranodon could pick up small dinos like the, what do you call it? The Dilos and Dodos and, smaller dinos like that. The Argent can actually pick up pretty decent sized things. I'm pretty sure they can pick up like parasaurs and they can pick up, can they pick up turtles? Maybe not. But not only can they pick them up, Argents can actually kill them while they're in their claws as well, which makes Argents particularly valuable and makes it kind of an easier way for them to hunt. So let's land the Argent here. And there we go. We got our new flyer home to base. We've got a few Pteranodons. So we are definitely airborne now. And come here. Come here. Come here. Just stay. You stay too. We'll put this guy up because we're going to need him. So really, the purpose of our Pteranodons now, right, is going to be travel. If we want to get somewhere from point A to point B quickly, we jump on a Pteranodon. But as far as our workhorse goes, this dude can carry as much as a Stego can. So this is now my mining mule and my harvesting mule, and just, you know, in terms of long trips and long journeys, it's going to be this bird. And so what I immediately am going to want to do is I'm going to want to try to get myself a couple of these so that I have some backups, because now that I have one, I don't really want to lose it. And with that, boys and girls, we're going to call it done. Thanks for watching, as always. If you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more like it, click that subscribe button. And I will see you all next time. Laters.